You know how sometimes when you actually live in an area, you kind of forget how amazing it is? Or you forget about the things that everyone else loves about the area that comes in from outside the area, like in the touristy stuff. Well, that's completely what happened here. John Kromm here from the Kromm real estate team, and there we were just minding our own business, and it suddenly occurred to us, we should probably talk about the ultimate destination resort in Central Oregon, Sunriver. So let's just take a few minutes and fill you on everything you need to know about Sunriver, or mostly what you need to know about Sunriver. Located about 15 miles south of Bend, Sunriver borders the Deschutes National Forest and the Deschutes River, which runs right alongside it. Features 3,300 acres and is a mix of townhomes, cottages, obviously single-family homes, and then of course there's the actual resort hotel itself. But truth be told, it's kind of a weird area because it's not technically a city. Although you do write Sunriver on the address label, sometimes it still kind of shows up as Bend. The road maintenance, the public works, the communications, and community development are all paid for by a gigantic homeowners association known as the SROA, Sunriver's Owners Association. I mean, the police are still paid for kind of by the county, and the school district is still the Bend-La Pine School District, but otherwise it's its own thing. Then there are other individual homeowners associations depending on which particular part of the neighborhood you live in. HOAs within HOAs? Yeah, that's how they do here. In total, they have created an amazing resort area here with just some incredible amenities. Too many to really even mention, although I'm kind of gonna try. There's even more amenities here than I even realized. Now, being a resort destination and being here in Central Oregon, there are tons of things to do in Sunriver. First of all, let's stick to the more classic things like golf. There are 4 award-winning golf courses here in Sunriver. 2 courses that are public and 2 that are private, all meticulously maintained, traversing through the forest, through the meadows, and with the Deschutes River running through the course in many places in snow-capped peaks everywhere. There's a course for all skill levels, and it's gorgeous. Now, golf's nice, but what's a resort without a massage? Sage Spring Club and Spa is the best, featuring a full fitness center and a complete day spa. Come in for a soak in the Oasis room, complete with salt scrub and infrared sauna treatment, followed by a summer glow facial and an 80-minute riverside relaxer massage. But gosh dang it, we got so much more to talk about. Dining options include 5 actual resort restaurants, but then there's numerous bistros and cafes littered about. But then we haven't even talked about the Village at Sunriver. The Village at Sunriver is a complete outdoor shopping mall here in Sunriver. Go grab some ice cream, maybe rent a paddleboard for those river adventures, and pick up some great authentic Central Oregon threads. Not to mention you can grab a bite to eat from one of the great restaurants here as well. So that covers the basics, but there is so much more to do here. There are 45 miles, miles of biking paths that wind throughout the entire resort. Biking is the preferred method of transportation around here. On cue. That's too good. Too good. But you can't come to Sunriver without soaking up some of the sun on the river. The Sunriver Marina offers rentals for basically everything that floats that'll get you down the river. And then pools? Gosh, there's too many to count. Shark is the Sunriver Aquatic Center and is amazing. But there is also the Cove Aquatic Center, the actual resort pool too, just depending on where you stay. Sunriver is amazing for weddings, any kind of business conference, and there's even an observatory for stargazing. Oh gosh, we didn't even mention that Mount Bachelor itself in the wintertime is just like 25 minutes up the road. I mean, there's a lot of things to do here, but I think that's gonna cover it for the most part. Another big thing we need to talk about are the roundabouts, the circles. Now this is a big thing if you haven't heard of this or haven't ever been here before. The entire kind of compound is connected by all these little circles. And they're confusing. And it, no kidding, like ruins relationships because people get lost all the time out here. They get lost because, well, they're confusing, but also because there's no number 8. In fact, the number 8 circle was actually sold off as Forest Service land in what is now the actual, the airport, the private airport that allows people to come in here. So it's a little confusing. You go to 6, 7, and then 9. It doesn't make any sense. And you know, the circles here are just wild. They're confusing. Lucky for me, I've never actually had to go back that far in the Sunriver, so I've never had to navigate myself out, because I'm sure I'd get lost too. So let's talk about real estate. Now, being a tourist resort, there aren't a whole lot of people who live here full time. I mean, of the 4,200 residences, like actual dwellings, living dwellings, there's only a population of 2,100 people in Sunriver. So the rest of them are second homes or nightly vacation rentals. As you would imagine, built in the 70s through the 90s, there is a large mix of different home styles throughout the area here. And as with any neighborhood of this age, with that much of a building span, some of the homes have been uniquely updated to show a more contemporary style, and some of them are still kind of dated from 1970. Just as an example of what we're talking about here, there are currently 40 homes on the market in Sunriver, ranging from a 900 square foot cabin for about $500K to a 5,000 square foot mansion for about 2.8. But hey, who's counting, right? This makes the average price for a home in Sunriver right now at about 1.1 million. So it does vary, but there are opportunities to own shares of properties here. So like a quarter share or an eighth share. Not necessarily something that I'm into when I purchase real estate. However, it does come at a much lower price point. And that's it from us. Thanks so much for watching. Remember, if you're ever in need of a real estate professional, my team and I would love to be your resource of choice. As always, be sure to subscribe so you can stay up to date with all things Central Oregon. And if you wouldn't mind doing me a favor, hit the like button. It helps out our channel immensely. Thanks so much. We'll see you next week. Oh boy, we're about to get wet.
Do we move?
Yeah, we can move. As always, be sure to hit subscribe. Why am I saying it twice?